Hey, it's Steve Barcelo. I'm back at the museum. As you guys know, they've been following my YouTube channel. I've been out following hurricanes. I started off with following Hurricane Helene coming up from out of the Gulf through Florida. I went down to the South Carolina, Georgia border area, then followed it up 95. Now, I wasn't following the hurricane per se as much as the tornadoes that get spun off to the right-hand side. Got a lot of wind shear, tons and tons of rain. It was really crazy. And you can look at the past videos. I'll put links below. But I went up to up by south of the border, right up to the North Carolina border there. They had some wind shear there, blew tractor trailers off the road. I continued to follow up to about Smithfield area. We're getting a lot of polygons there, possible rotation. I don't think anything touched down, but just within an hour or so, we had tornado touchdown in Rocky Mount, which has been hit multiple times, becoming its own little tornado alley there. I was able to get up there and document after the fact. After that, I kind of wrapped it up, came back up here now. As you know, the hurricane went up and basically spent quite a bit of time, dumped 30 inches of rain in some areas up in the mountains in North Carolina. So I've done two separate trips up there now. Last week I went up and I hit, I've got a whole list of places I went to. So tried to get up into Lake Laurel. It was like impossible to get up there, and I was told to go into Bat Cave too, another area I wasn't able to go. But I went into, where the heck is it here? Old Fort, devastated. I was able to go through there. I brought up some supplies, dropped things off, cereal, wipes, water, and they appreciate it. I was told by a guy I ran into from the Cajun Navy, we need antihistamines and things of that sort. So basically, I went back up on this trip, packing that up. The hotel I stayed up, and this time I did a separate trip. Instead of doing 40, I went up around the top of Virginia itself, basically taking 58. And my plan was to get some Virginia devastation too, and communities there. Unfortunately, the route I took, I wasn't able to get into those areas. I know there were some there, because I didn't have my logistics right. So I started heading down back into North Carolina into the Boone area. But anyway, I stayed at a hotel. I'm traveling with my rescue dog, Christmas. And talking to them there, they actually said, we have all kinds of stuff we'd like to donate for you to bring. I'm going like, I'm pretty full, I went back and rearranged the vehicle, and they had tons of stuff there. They used to be a Quality Inn, they're not anymore. So all kinds of soap, shampoos, and things. So I was able to bring that down, and actually, finally, I hit a bunch of places that couldn't take it. They're like overstocked, and so I was trying to look for like little churches. So I ended up going to a school in where the heck was it, Linville, and they took stuff there. And so the video coming up, you're going to see a lot of stuff coming up here. I'm going to put more things in about me going through the towns. But watch this video. It's a lot of different footage. All right, I'm heading to Spruce Pine. A lot of area here devastated. Just left Linville. I was able to get rid of all the stuff I had in the vehicle, thank God. They even took the water. It made my life a lot easier. I told them they couldn't have my beer. A lot of Amish people there. Very polite. They actually said they're going to need, with the cold weather coming, cook stoves, propane, things of that sort, charcoal, coats, kids, and adults. We're going down a hill. That's the guy using a Jake brake. Here it's kind of necessary. It's annoying, but it's necessary. things that need a lot of lighting, rechargeable, solar, whatever. I mean, just basic things. They just assume these folks it's going to be a long time with no electricity. It's going to get cold. So I would imagine some kind of heaters too, like little buddy heaters. And someone can bring them propane tanks. And I would think a thing that would probably be popular, I don't know if they're legit, the little tiny things that I use to fill the small, what are they, 2 pound, 5 pound containers? I fill mine all the time. I don't know if you're even supposed to, but anyone at camps does. It's a windy road. That tractor trailer can handle it, I should be able to handle it. My ears have been popping nonstop. I just got done offloading all that, and I have antihistamines in my bag. I gotta find them. Oh, another tractor trailer coming up the other way. This ain't gonna be fun. Be prepared to stop. Yeah, it's been a mess, man. I have a ton of videos to upload. I'm not even gonna remember what the hell's on half of these. So this should eventually take me down to the Marion area, more rescue stuff going through. I got a different thing here. I didn't even do this intentionally, just messing with the camera, flipped into this mode, or whatever. I don't have the time to mess with it. I had the map on, trying to get me through, and I shut it off. It was bringing me to the wrong place. I'd rather, even though this is windy and a pain in the ass, I want to go through these flooded areas and document as much as I can, and then hopefully it'll take me back down towards 40 somewhere, where hopefully I can find a reasonable hotel, hopefully with a red roof that has some decent internet. Me and the puppy, nice machine. We can go from there. Look how these roads are all washed out here. All this debris here. Can you guys see that? Look at this here. All washed out. So these roads are too windy for me to try to film and drive at the same time. I just got to leave it on the mount here on the dashboard. These buildings down here are all devastated. I think it's a covered bridge that got washed away. I don't even know what town this is. Someplace between Linville and Pine Spruce or wherever the hell we're going. Still water running down the roads here. I gotta leave the windows open just so the camera doesn't get hot. Keep the dog getting some air, and me. Be a little bit noisier. I know I'm sounding congested. I need a chapstick. turning? I guess I'm gonna go straight. I don't know what's taking me. No signs. There's helicopters up there. I don't know if they're just doing inspections or they're actually still rescuing people. Signs around, so hopefully I'm going the right way. I could be off on a tangent now. Who knows? A lot of traffic on this road, so I think I'm okay. These are windy roads. I guess I took the right way. The roads are closed down here. Wow, look at that dollar store. That's devastated too. You guys gonna see any of this? This is crazy. Trailers down there. This is crazy. Look at this. I'm planning on going back up next week. I'm going to bring other supplies. They're looking for things to keep people warm, coats, winter hats, gloves, any kind of cooking device. Now, a lot of these people are not going to have any kind of electricity or anything, so some kind of propane cookers or even barbecue stuff, which is a little bit bulky. Don't mind, we got a fly flying around here. Had the door open, I got some people in. And but any kind of stuff they can cook on, so, or even buddy heaters, propane tanks. I've ordered a whole bunch of those little connectors you can put onto the 20-pound propanes that fill the 1-pound bottles. I don't know how legit they are, but I do it. It's a way to keep things filled. It's going to be a rough winter for these folks up in the mountains. So we'll find out what else more. Of course, antihistamines they still need too. So make sure that you can get cheap antihistamines at dollar stores. Usually about $1 a pack. There's like 30 pills in a pack, and they work fine. I take them myself. And then you can get them at a Walmart too. I'm going to go there and see if I can pick up a couple of cases just so I can bring those up instead of just cleaning out every dollar store I go to. All right, so I started up in Boone and worked my way down. Boone got a lot of devastation there, but Linville, Spruce Pine, Mars Hill, crazy. And there's a lot of little towns I couldn't even tell you where I was, just seeing stuff where I couldn't even pull off and film. They don't want any drones up, so I did like no drone footage. And but eventually I ended up just going through Asheville. So I said, what the hell, I might as well pull off here. Asheville's devastated. I mean, it's amazing down by the river how high the water got, and the community down there. So I've got a lot of footage of that. And then eventually headed out. So it's been, so I've done 3 separate trips for this hurricane alone. Now I was going to go down to Florida for Milton. My dad lives down there, but they seem like they're okay. The storm went below him. And to drive, I mean, you're talking 11 hours for me just to do one way down. So if I decide to go down after the fact, if there's a real need there, I will. I kind of rather just go back up into the mountains and bring supplies there. But it's been, some people are referring to it as biblical, and other people are upset by that. But it's devastating. I mean, and then there's a lot of false information going out. There's it's a political, presidential election coming up around the corner. So there's a lot of craziness there. But once you get out there, the people out in the field, I mean, there's complaints, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's areas that aren't getting service as well as like Boone and Asheville and stuff. And it's the way these things work where they can't bring stuff to you and you got to come to them and you got to have someone else, a church group, Cajun Navy, whoever. There's people who are hustling stuff back and forth, knows how the routines work. So it's a learning curve, but it's a mess. So if you can't afford it, that's fine. But if you can, a few bucks, I'll link some places where you can make some donations and you can send something up there. I mean, I go up there, I stay out of the way. I mean, I stopped at the Red Cross and talked to them and was talking about areas and what else they needed. And they were going, let us give you a meal. I said, no, I'm not, I don't want to be a burden. I'm not here to drink your water. I'm not here to eat any of your food. I brought my stuff. I'm self-sufficient. I'm here to help and just document and get the message out. But it really pulls the heartstrings when you get out there and you see the devastation. So just watch the videos in here and put your comments in. And if you guys have areas that are upset that I missed, on my next trip up, I'll try to get up there and document what I can. So far, nothing's been really fixed or repaired. Everything's getting Band-Aids on it. They're just doing temporary roads, temporary bridges, temporary electric, temporary water. Some of the power lines, I think, that are getting replaced are going to be permanent. But I mean, there's so much of just trying to get things functioning now. So this is going to be a huge, huge expense. I think this is going to be well into $1 trillion expense, for this, which it is what it is. You got to do what we got to do. I mean, and of course, but it's going to take a long time. I mean, people have lost they've lost loved ones. There's people missing, lost their homes, all their personal effects. People are walking around. You drive through they look like, they are homeless. They look like homeless people just walking around clutching what little bit they have. I mean, it's a life-changing thing. I mean, their jobs are gone. Their careers are gone. It's going to take a long time to rebuild everything there. So, well, thanks for watching, and I'll keep producing these things. Any ideas, please post below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Anything we can get to help out. If you guys want to make donations for us to do it, fine. If not, I'm just going to put a ton of stuff in. You can go directly to these places. we got plenty of places helping us out as far as, the little bit of stuff we're going to be bringing up there. I'm going to be bringing all my camping gear that I sell in the museum up and just donate as sleeping bags, tents, stuff like that. I mean, things, if I don't have a lot, but I'll give them what they can. I have a lot of little camp stoves, so I need to pick up little butane tanks and stuff of that sort. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all soon.